Alright, let's get started, shall we? So, I have made a new world, so this is going to be a different season, technically speaking, of these streams. One of the reasons was because I wanted to be able to play as the goblins as well, but the nobles didn't work, so we couldn't raid or anything, so that was basically pointless. So we started a new one. I mean, we did only go, I think about 11 or 12 years into the previous world, so it's not that much. But we have already started. Oh, I've set up a human fort here. I've not actually done anything in here yet. I'll give a quick look at the world itself. So again, we have a continent that is void of any civilizations, or seemingly void of any civilizations. There's actually kobolds somewhere around here, if I remember. So they might be a small nuisance, but they're not really that big of a problem. Then there are quite a few continents. Actually, I wonder, if I zoom out, can we see the entire world? Kind of. It's a bit small, so it's going to be very difficult to see. I think, well, we'll go with this for a little while. So we know that there's a goblin civilization over here, in this peninsula. Then on this continent here, actually, I think we may need to go. Yeah, we need to scroll to the side a little bit here. So there's humans somewhere near the middle there, and then there's elves over there. And then if we go further north, there's another goblin fort over there. And then on this continent we have elves over there, we have humans over there somewhere if I remember correctly, and then there's dwarves down here. So this continent has all the good races, then the goblins have their own continents, and then there's one continent that has humans and elves. And actually on the continent with the humans and elves, we actually started as the civilization down here, the human civilization. Let's actually zoom in again if we can. Oh, that's the wrong direction. Right, so we can actually see things. But we can probably exit this now. So we have a small... we are like in a bit of a bay right next to the sea here. So the sea is going to probably cause some troubles later on. But it's fairly flat. It's not a massive region compared to, or considering that the sea takes probably about half of the map here. But it's alright. There's also a stream bringing in fresh water, and it ends just short of the actual sea, which also works fairly well for us, because at least we'll have the freshwater area there. And we have, of course, 7 people. The story behind this is like we were on an expedition. We had like a ship, and these 7 people are the survivors. We have very little food. We do have an anvil. We got 2 copper scimitars. Then we got some animals like 2 chickens, 1 rooster, a male and female goat, 2 dogs, and a cat. Oh, and then of course the animals that you get for the cart itself. But the idea is that this cart is like the remaining part of the ship that kind of survived and reached here. So we intend to build a small coastal town here first, and like I already have a plan. Like I'll play this for 3 years, or a bit short of 3 years, so I can start a new fort at the start of the spring. And that's going to be a dwarven fort on this continent, and then 3 years after that we're going to start a goblin fort in this continent somewhere. And then we'll go in 2-year cycles to, you know, expand each of the civilizations. At some point we might bring in elves on this continent as well, but we'll think about that. I haven't actually done much for the elves, or any customization for the elves, really, so there's not necessarily much that they can do, quite frankly. But we got a minor woodcutter, then we got technically a blacksmith. Because we do have an anvil, and the reason why I took this human civilization is because they have access to iron, so we actually can get anvils from trading with them. But let's unpause. Let's see how badly the game will lag because of the sea. Because there's going to be waves crashing in every now and then, and they do tax the game a tiny bit here. Right, are these small... oh, right. Are these small dots here? Moon snail. Okay, right, that reminds me of another thing. So we need to figure out a place to build something. We'll build our first house somewhere around here, so we'll clear out some of the trees down in this portion. around those. We can then start building a tree, or not tree, a house. They will have a small storage underground. Actually have a... oh, wow, yeah, the waves do crash in quite badly on the cart there. Okay, so let's get another thing going. We need to have a small pasture here. Put that there, put in the goats there. Put the horse and the cow. The dogs and the cats don't need to be there, and I think the roosters and hens can also survive without being on there. Okay, so we did get a decent bit of wood from those trees already, and we've only cut a few of them. Once we have kind of a location for the house, then I'll start digging a small warehouse underground. Let's actually we'll probably start building it already here. So let's set one corner there. How wide do we want it to be? Let's go with hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 internal, like 5 tall and maybe I don't know how many wide. We'll go for 7. So this is gonna be just a general house where we can have some beds and such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. A corner there and a corner there. Get those building. Hold on. Oh. All right. Yeah. Our fisherman is already fishing. Which means that we probably want to get the food storage done quickly. Let's get a back wall here, or at least a side wall. Another wall on this side. Right, so I think we'll have the doorway down here, so we'll have a 3 wide wall on either side. And let's dig a... well, technically we can start by digging a channel, I suppose. The idea is that it's going to be kind of a ramp going underground, or under the house there, but it's not accessible from the inside itself. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, the sea over here itself is not actually very deep. Oh wow, there's a lot of fish and squids and all sort of stuff here. Interesting. Well, I mean, it is sea. Okay, so all of these were suspended because there were logs on there that were used for other parts of the wall. Oh, and we did mine that, so is that... that doesn't seem to be aquifer in here. That's just sand wall. Right, so let's go ahead and dig in a little bit open there, and then basically I just want to have this the same size as the actual house is. Oh, we found some gems here. Oh, that's lovely. Suppose we could then mine out that one. And once we dug out this one, we'll start bringing in all the food in here. And that reminds me, how about we build a workshop for Carpenter down here, just outside for the time being. So we can get some furniture going. Also, build a ramp down there, so we can get a roof. Oh, right. Okay, now you can actually build that. Good. And we clear out this, so we'll put in a food storage here. It's a very small storage, but that should be alright for the time being. We don't have a lot of food either. I mean, other than the fish, I suppose. That reminds me, let's get a fishery, so our fish cleaner can get to work. Right. Actually, there's no logs on the way there, so I'll put it there. It's close to the storage. We'll move it out eventually. Not going to be there forever. Right, so what else do we have at this? We got some furniture, we got the weapons, and then we got some willow logs, which we kind of is going to be the wreckage. Usable wood from the wreckage. Okay, so we should... Ooh, hold on a minute. We're going to have to cut down this tree. Otherwise we can't get on top of the house there. Also, you, get a door, get a couple beds, and then I want to have a hatch cover for the storage itself. Also, I suppose at some point we do need to dig in a little bit deeper, but right now we'll just want to get a small house over there. Oh, right, that reminds me. Another... Actually, no, we can just gather plants here. Get started with that. Right, we did get the ramp, so can we get a nice little floor here? It says it's non-accessible because it doesn't realize that it's... Because we're gonna have to rebuild the ramp. Because the tree was blocking the path, so it doesn't realize that there is actually a path. Oh well, it shouldn't take too long. Okay, nothing to catch in the western swamps, so nothing in the ponds. Now let's get the ramp back up. And we get a roof. Oh, actually, we should probably gather up all the plants inside here, or whatever plants we can gather from there. Got a few people gathering the plants, and that is going to give us at least a little bit of food to go with. We will start farming at some point, but I don't think we'll have massive farms. Just something small to keep things going. I mean, we saw in the previous human fortress how OP just small farms can be if you can farm throughout the year. And if you don't have a massive population. Right, now, can we get the... Yes, we can. Get the roof in here. I suppose we can use the high wood. Logs over there, and let's get another one over there. Now, I mean, I suppose we could make the floor indoors be something like either cherry wood or maple. I think maple sounds fun. So that's going to keep pretty much everyone busy for the time being. Do we have actually... That's little raw fish? Nope, those have been cooked. Also, there seems to be some flies down here. Oh, right, did we... We got everything there, so let's build the hatch cover. Or the floor hatch over here. That should stop some rodents getting inside. And any water going inside as well. Assuming that someone actually will build that. You're rather busy with the roof and the floor. Which, to be fair, is understandable. Actually, is there... Okay, there is a corner that has both roof and floor, so we'll put a bed in there already so people can actually sleep if they need to. Of course, they don't sleep all that often. Oh, another thing that I should probably do is get a... Actually, is that's from the crafting station, or the, Right, we don't do that here. Let's build a crafter's workshop then. A little bit to the side, I guess. We'll get some places for the hens to start laying eggs so we can actually get food from that way. Okay, so the floor is pretty much done. There's a little bit of roof that needs to be done still. That's, no, someone's building that now. Let's get the floor at the doorway so we can put down the door. And then, okay, so over here, there's let's actually have a look. Is there any animals in here? There's giant flies. Okay. Fair enough. Not something that I was expecting, to be fair. Actually, one thing that I could do is I could have like beds on this side of the wall, and then I could have a table over there. Let's do that. Okay, so table and get 4 chairs for the time being. And over here, wood will make a hive, 2 hives actually. Not no, we need to have a nest box. I mean, hive is also good, but we can cancel that. Wood. That being faster the other way around. We'll get 2 nest boxes so we can get some eggs going. Actually, I wonder, what sort of plants do we have right now? Can we see? We got too many to tell. Pretty sure that we have no seeds. No seeds at all right now. Also, let's make a still so we can start brewing. Oh, and we'll probably need some barrels as well. Oh no! I realized what happened there. They don't realize that they can actually get in there because the wave just basically washed over there. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove that building. Build the still on the backside then. It should be a little bit safer. And is there anyone? One's currently working at the fishery. On the other hand, is the fisherman? They are fishing. Where are they right now? Oh, right, they're just a little closer to the center there. That's alright. Right, we do have the door, so let's put that in here. Pretty sure that the roof is now done, so we can get rid of the ramp. Don't need to get on top of there anymore. And we are getting the... Ooh. Hold on a minute, did we get the... Yes, we got the nest boxes there, so how about... Question is, where do we want to place them? I think I'm going to place them on the north side of the building, so... That would be... Well, actually... Nest box is just capital N. Those down. And we should be getting some extra food. We started with very little food, and we still have very little food, but the situation is improving at least. We've got a table and chair there, so how about we place a table and chair down here? Because at least someone can eat at the table at a time. Also, let's get another 3 beds. There's not going to be personal bedrooms here yet, but eventually we'll probably get some personal houses in here. Maybe. This is not going to be a massive city, most likely. Not anytime soon, but this is kind of going to be the... Not necessarily the capital, but still the oldest city in this continent, at least for the humans. And to be fair, we could bring the second human civilization here at some point, so why did we get a seed from the brewing? No, that's loose. No, but I'm pretty sure that we did... No, actually, we didn't brew anything yet. We do get some eggs, though. So that's good. And someone's eating there. At the table, we can probably put down another chair. All of the chairs. At some point, we'll probably put in a couple more tables there. The people tend to complain when there's a lot of people eating at the same table. But at the same time, it's more efficient in terms of space. Have it that way, which is why I'm using it for the time being anyway. Right, so do we have... We got the barrels there, still underway, and then we'll get some of that. I don't think we have a lot of bows or anything yet to do crafting. We don't have access to stone yet. Because that would be something that we could try to do, so how about... We'll do a small little ramp down here. Actually no, we need to get channel, technically speaking, to get down there. And then we'll try to dig down, see where we'll find the aquifer, if it's gonna be a thing. I mean, I know it's gonna be a thing at some point. I want to find it, preferably sooner rather than later. So is this damp? No. Find the next layer. Okay, this is just clay wall. Actually, clay is good. We can make some clay items at some point. Those can be good alternative for wooden things at times. What about this? Okay, this is the Aquifer Layer. Okay, that is going to be a potential problem. But what I can do is I can start by mining out a little bit around here. It's like aquifer, so it's not going to be too bad of a situation. It's going to slowly pour in there, but it will take some time. Dig out a little bit, we'll start building the walls inside there. Because the built walls will actually stop the aquifer from actually seeping in. Question is, how thick of a layer is it? I don't know. Okay, one in the corner first. Probably going to be the most crucial. Go, then we can get the wall stretching down that way. I suppose we could start mining that side already open. This... okay, the miner is currently constructing buildings, so is the maester. Which we probably need to get them a office at some point so we can actually get some bookkeeping done. And then I suppose we can also start opening that side. You know what, I'm just going to open the entire thing and then start building a bit faster. Should be alright. Technically the corners are not required. Ah! Right, I did not take that into account. I shouldn't have done that yet. Okay, Let's get rid of one of these walls. Then we could use that material to build one of those walls back so we can use the ramp to get up. And get more materials down here. Wait, did you get the item, did you? Yes, you did get the lot. Build the wall down there. There we go, and now we should be able to bring in materials in here again. That's why you need to be a bit careful with the ramps. There we go, and then just the remaining two. And we technically gotten through one of the layers. Now I think we need to get some downstairs up here. And then... oh, actually no, don't build both at the same time, because that's gonna be another problem. Once we've got all the walls, we'll get the staircases in here, and then we'll start figuring out how deep this goes. Right, and we did get the staircase there, so let's build a up-down stair here. After that, we'll start doing the other stuff, or the other side of that, and then we can start digging down to see how far we need to actually go to reach the stone layers. There we go, so we've got that. There's a dusting of mud, but that's not really a problem. Get the staircase there, and we can also get the up-down staircase down here already. And I believe down staircase, we might be able to dig them down there already. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is. Oh! Okay, so there's some... Nope, nope, that's not what I meant to press. Giant wall. It doesn't seem to be leaking water. But we can't really dig outside of this too much. So, but I think if we go for another layer or two, we'll have access to... Ooh! Right, there's actually more stone there. Or rather gems here. I think this is far enough down. I mean, technically, this would be far enough down that we can safely start digging. I suppose I could dig down a little bit there and clear out some of that. Now then, let's have a look. What's going on in here? We got the table there. We got probably some barrels down here. Yep, we do, and beds. Let's brew some drinks. Then put down the beds in the main house here. Wouldn't say it's a long house or anything like that, but it's a house. As far as I'm willing to go. Right, so how is this coming along? So we are digging out that. There's going to be some gems. There's also going to be some rocks that we can get from here, so that's good. Actually, is that... Right, that's the church wall. It does have a similar color as wood. Is that actually... That's sandstone. Okay, so sandstone is right next to the water, of course, there, and that's probably going to be leaking water, so that's not necessarily somewhere where we want to be in. Now, there's supposed to be some metals down here somewhere as well. Oh! Granite. If I remember correctly, granite usually has some ores in it, so let's dig down the granite layer. Actually, oh, I actually like that idea. We could use the granite to do our port itself. I mean, the port is just going to be for the looks, quite frankly. Well, another set of staircases there, and over here I think we can start mining. I'll start mining a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure what type of mining are we going to do here. Because it's not possible to do it two-way symmetry with these staircases. Now with that, we can probably start then digging out over there, and we could get down this way a little bit, because that is going to be closer to the center of the map. And over there, and just a little bit of exploration if we can find some ores or something like that. Plus give us some rocks to use. Got a little bit there. Do we have them? Haven't got an... Oh, hold on, what's this? Capo. Oh, it's a parrot. Okay. Interesting. How's the food stores coming along? They're coming along, not necessarily quickly, but they are coming along. That reminds me, we do have some seeds. Let's have a look at that. What seeds are they? We got 5 ratweed seeds and 2 leek seeds. Well, the ratweed was something that we came here with. Let's build some farming lot down here somewhere. Oh long can we make in this gap here? Can we actually go for the full 10? Oh, we can. Okay, well, make that for the ratweed, I suppose. And then let's build another one for the leek. It's probably going to be just 10 instead of 20, but yeah, that's going to be enough to get started on the farming. Although, to be fair, there's not a lot of variety in the things there yet. So I suppose we could gather up some more plants down there. Seems to be quite a bit of various plants available. Now, at some point, we may need to set up... Ooh. Pink garnet. Alright then. It's not quite the ores that I was looking for, but it's still something. Actually, how much have we... Well, it's already 2,800. I didn't touch the wealth limit on when Titans can attack, but there is still the limit of you need to have 80 citizens. And our max is currently set up at 60, so the Titans are not going to be attacking anytime soon, but it's still a possibility that it will happen at some point. Though that reminds me, we have not set up any of the spots yet for the military, but at the same time, we have so little people right now. Well, there's actually 5, well, yeah, 4 idlers right now. Right, so let's set up the ratweeds to be grown here, at least up until summer. And the same for the leeks. Be grown there, so let's get some of the people that are assigned to be doing farming somewhat busy. In the meanwhile, I actually think we should probably dig or set up a hotkey here. We can actually quickly zoom in there. The miner is probably going to be getting a decent bit of experience over there in the long run. Now, we might want to chop down some more trees here in the meanwhile. Because frankly, our main material for construction is probably going to be wood. At least for the time being. I mean, we are getting some stone there, but I'd probably rather use the blocks for construction, because those make stones last for a lot longer in construction. In fact, 4 times longer. Okay, we're preparing a raw fish there, good. Fisherman is not actually fishing right now, but that's alright. Although, actually, I will remove that throne there, and I will build 2 more tables and 4 more chairs. No, that's 5 chairs. I'll just make a long table in here. There's still going to be a tiny bit of gap here. And frankly, this is not going to be a long chair. Okay, they put the chair on top of the table. And now everyone's eating around it. Oh, right, that's the goats. We need to get the office somewhere. Since we're humans, we'd rather have it on or above ground. Oh, and it's now summer. So we might want to start thinking about where to set up our other houses. We did get quite a bit of wood there, so that's good. But I suppose I could start building fairly close to the water here. Eventually we'll probably put some sort of walls up here to break the waves, but that's gonna have to wait a little bit. Right, so we are getting the furniture in here. We've still got some barrels there. Not many, mind you, but let's actually brew some more drinks, because that's going to give us a few more seeds. And that reminds me, what sort of drinks do we have available? To brew, which is something that we brought in with us. Okay, so that's actually the only drinks that we seem to be having right now. Unless they've left something in here. Nope, that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, let's see. Once that noble done with that, we'll have a look at what we actually got from it. Oh, it's more sewer brew. Okay. Oh yeah, sewer brew is made from rat wheat, I suppose, and that's a decent bit of drinks in there. That's alright. I mean, we have now at least 40 drinks. Right, I'm pretty sure we've got the tables now, so we'll put one there. The other one there. Do we have the chairs? I mean, I know that we have at least one. Yeah, we actually got several. Those down. We'll need 2 more chairs to be constructed, but that shouldn't take too long. Also, did we mine out? We mined out most of this. Right, I think what I'm gonna do, go from here to 10. Technically that's 11. Let's see. There. Okay, so that's gonna be 1 square down there. Means that we can then basically... Hold on a minute. I didn't calculate that the same way, did I? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Just digging out a little bit area to find potentially something. I do have to say, I like this one a little bit better, so we'll utilize that as a measurement. Most of these. There we go. Well, that's going to keep the miner busy, so in the meanwhile, let's start building some house here, and I think that house that we'll build in here is going to have to be... Start with the outer wall. Gonna be fairly small building. It's gonna have a couple small offices basically. For upkeeping stuff and such, and then actually, if we don't go right at the edge, we can maybe dig down some storage there. We could maybe put down like furniture in there. That might not be a terrible idea. Now that would be 2x2s. I think we're gonna go for. You know what? 2x... No, we're gonna go 3x3, so we'll place that as the back wall. Probably start with the willow logs because we brought quite a few of them in. That should stop at least some of the waves going through here. Although it will take some time for all of this to be constructed, but... Should be stopping the waves now. Go around, of course, but that's something that we can't really avoid yet. But we can certainly build another bit of wall here. Use the willow still. With that over here. And I believe we could still copy it at the center. Ooh, we actually have just enough to build the outer walls entirely out of willow. That's also going to empty the cart a little bit. There's still going to be a few things in there, but not too many. Oh, and we got traders, which we of course do not have. Right, that's a small inconvenience. A trade depot here. I believe I wanted to have... Well, we're going to set the trade depot down here later. We'll utilize this area first. Well, let's place it down there, for example. Some wood there. Hopefully someone will actually build it in time. Because we have basically nothing to trade with, in all fairness. Maybe some eggs or something, but that's about it. So let's get some doors. I mean, technically we could probably do some wooden cups or something, but at the same time, there's not that many options available yet. Because now they should technically be heading there. Also, what was that? Giant snail. Okay, so we've got giant flies and giant snails here. This is an interesting and strange continent. Also, there's some bamboo in here, so there might technically be pandas around. Have a look. So there's the giant peach-faced lovebirds, giant snail, and then of course the merchants are going to be attending a meeting by the looks of it. Oh, right, the merchant doesn't... Right, what could we get in here? The animal is the most valuable, but I suppose we could sell some of the eggs and some of the rough gems. Because they're not going to give a lot of money, to be fair, but it's better than nothing. I'm not going to sell our weaponry. We'll go with that. Now, we need to think about what do we need here. I think rope reeds might be good for getting some clothing going and as such. Or rather, at least the seeds for rope reeds. Merchant is... Or the diplomat is waiting impatiently in there. Right, I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. The world is same as ever. What request do you have of our merchants? Now, I don't think we need leather right now. I could maybe get some metal bars. Some iron bars or something. And maybe copper and bronze. Don't think I need any of those. Don't really need a second anvil right now. Weaponry... Probably not a priority right now. Oh, right, seeds over here. So... Let's see, ratweed seeds we probably don't need. We will get plenty of them around here. Ropeweed seeds, definitely. I suppose rye might not be a terrible idea. Sweet potatoes. Tomatillo. And maize. We'll get a little bit seeds at least. Right, so we don't need to trap components or anything like that. I don't think we need the clothing or anything like that either. Ooh. Some various beers in here. Would be some flowers that we could use for cooking, but I think we don't really need it right now. There's... Ooh. Right. Yeah, I don't think we need most of these. I think this is good enough for the time being. Now let's have a look what they want from us. Large gems, bracelets, handwear, backpacks, wooden tools, fish, headwear, toys, leather waterskins, and shields and bucklers. Very well. Okay, we need to get another 2 doors down here, 2 tables and 2 chairs. In the meanwhile, we can set up some floors down here. Suppose we can use the cherry wood because we have plenty of that available. Oh, and one thing that we probably need is another ramp here somewhere. But I'll let them do the floors first. Just so that we can then get the actual roof on top of this place. And actually... we get the... We did get one of the doors already, but no, actually we got 2 doors. Alright then, and we should have some chairs in here. So we can fill up the long table there. There's room for everyone plus 1. For the time being anyway. Right, so let's build a ramp down here in the middle. What we're going to do is, after we have the roof built, we're going to remove the ramp, and we'll dig a ramp down, and we'll have a small storage under the building. Just like under the first building. Eventually we'll probably get rid of the beds in that building and turn it into a small tavern or something like that. Right, so we got the ramp. Let's get floors down here. We'll use high wood for the roof, because that's something that we also have a lot of. And technically it doesn't matter if you're using the same wood to everything or not. Because all the wood looks the same, at least in the basic tile set. I suppose there might be some tile sets that do change, at least a little bit. Right, we got the tables. Get a little bit more of this roof here. We can place down the tables at the edges here. But actually, we got the expedition leader is going to require one over there. Ooh, and I should probably put you on the highest accuracy. Means that you'll be doing a lot of bookkeeping, to be fair, but shouldn't be too bad. Okay, there's a little bit more for the roofs there. Have we... Right, we need to get to the chairs as well. We get the roof there? Yeah, we did. Good. Still, okay, there's a decent chunk of the roof there still to be done, but that's alright. We're getting that soon enough. Okay, so we have not found any metals here yet. Similar down here. I mean, it's not guaranteed that there's going to be some metals here. Well, actually, no, there should be a shallow metal and a deep metal. Right, so Sally, you're going to be assigned to the expedition leader. And you're going to be to the Mesa. There we go, so we now have requirements met for the nobles. At some point we do need to get an executioner and captain of the militia and all that sort of stuff. But since we only have 7 people, I think we need... Oh, right. We may need to get the trader in there. To actually sell some of the things. Right, so what do we have? We got some gems in here. Not necessarily massively valuable. Sell the eggs at least. Put down some of those, and let's see, there's going to be a tiny bit that we're going to maybe take during this trade here. We need to choose what we need the most. I'm pretty sure that we don't need the cloth right now, or the leather. We don't need a second iron anvil. We don't necessarily need the food either. I think seeds might be the best bet right now. Quite frankly, if they have any. Which I don't think they do. No, they don't really. They can bitter melons. I'm not entirely sure if that's something that we can then plant here, but that might give us some... Ooh, and sweet potato plants. If we eat those should give us the seeds so we can actually plant them at some point. So actually quite a bit of extra money in here, so I'm gonna buy full leathers here then. Oh, there's two seeds right here. So this is the seeds area. Okay, so I'm gonna trade that. They did accept that, good. So we don't need to trade it there anymore, and we can technically take those gems back. They won't be transferred anywhere yet. Which, let us get that one out, and then we'll dig down. Have a small storage down there, which is probably going to be mostly the furniture. In furniture, we're going to need another hatch cover. Right, so dig a channel down here. I have no idea if it's gonna have aquifer there or not. I hope not. If there is, then we're just gonna have to deal with that. Also, did we get the... we did get the cups there. Good. We also have the hive. And yeah, at some point I want to... eventually on this city, I want to move the marketplace down here, and there's going to be like a large pier over here that can, in theory, could then have like a ship bringing stuff right to the marketplace there, and then there's going to be a wall somewhere around here. I mean, the edge of the map is right there, but a wall somewhere around here protecting the actual city. I mean, this might evolve into a city at some point. I do intend to cycle through the human and dwarf and goblin forts in first in 3-year cycles, then once we've established everyone on this continent, then we'll go in 2-year cycles. Keep it moving a bit more frequently. And the merchants are about to leave. Good enough. Hold on, where's the... oh, you're still digging, okay. Sure enough, you do have a bit to dig there. Right, so do we actually have any... oh, right, we got the jute seeds, so how about... build another farming plot. Oh. Okay, so it is... go 2 by 2, so we can kind of scan where we can actually plant in decent area here. Seems to be a decent place. That's going to be a 15 capacity. Start blending them there, and that's going to give us something to make into cloth. Assuming that it's actually available. Oh no. I don't think we'll be able to plant it here. What about the sweet potatoes? That's also a no. Okay, I may have done a mistake then. What can we have here? Turnips, sunberry, strawberries. Okay, the strawberry is something that can be good. Rye. Even rice is not an option here. It's so much different climate than what we... or what our... okay, well, we plant some rhubars over here. For the summer, at least. Figure out something else for the winter. Right, do we still have a lot of barrels over here? We do, so how about we do some more brewing? Right, is the fisherman still out fishing? No, not right now. Idle. Okay, the merchants are leaving. That's fine. I mean, they didn't have a lot of things to trade with anyway, because they didn't get their wagons in here. And the pack animals can only carry so much. Right, so now that we got our stock, or the bookkeeping set up correctly, let's have a look. What sort of plans do we actually have here? Alright, some of that is something that we don't actually have. I think the alfalfas are probably something that we don't have. The white yam plants are something that we probably don't have. That's what the merchants probably had. And the sweet potatoes, possibly. At least we got the rhubars, leeks, hemp plants. Ooh. Hold on a minute. Right, at this point I think we might want to start figuring out a potential crafting hall somewhere here. That's a tree, isn't it? Yes, that's a chestnut tree. Let's cut that one down. We maybe build a crafting hall somewhere around here. So let's figure out a place for it. We'll leave a bit of a gap there. Have a look. Okay, so it goes that far. We place wall there. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This could be wall, or we could go even further. No, I think this is going to be good enough. That's going to be the end of the wall there. We can build the wall between. Also from chestnut, I suppose. Go with that. After that is... Oh, they destroyed most of the walls because some of the wood was displaced. And now it's just repeating that. Okay. Well, let's do it little by little. Hopefully it doesn't get... bit too... Oh, nope. Okay. How about we don't use the chestnuts over there then? So that the items are not misplaced. You know what, let's just use the cherry wood then. I know that that was at least a little bit further away. Once we get some walls down here, they will actually at least protect some of the items here. There we go. That's at least a little bit over there. So now let's have a think. How long wall do we need here? I suppose if we want to have, say, two... see, we'll have like 4 crafting or workshops down here. Then we have a small corridor in between. We have another 4 there. Then we have another layer of those and put in another 8 in there. Potentially even a 3rd layer if need be. It should be alright. So yeah, we'll go for 6, 7. That's gonna be... use the cherry wood there again. That's gonna give us at least a little bit of coverage in here, which hopefully will help. The sea coming in... well, once there's walls in there, it doesn't actually cause troubles anymore. But yeah, for the construction phase, especially when the items are moved with that, or because of the waves there. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if they're moved technically, but it does cause some troubles here while constructing. That is true. At some point we can start gathering the wood into a stockpile elsewhere. That shouldn't really be a problem anymore. Let's use the cherry wood for the time being. We'll have the doorway pointing kind of into the village itself. That should be alright. Now then, let's get a wall on this side as well. Well, let's use some high wood. Yes, they will have some ocean view. At some point I will probably put in some walls at the edge of the water or something like that that will actually break the waves in, so it's not going to cause any troubles. But the people, I believe they do kind of like the mist, so it's not all bad. And now that we've got that, let's set up the wall down here. So that would be 5, 6, there we go. We'll use the high wood as well. It's a bit further away, but it's alright. Oh, right, was this... it's just sandstone, okay. Mine that out. We'll probably put in... I suppose we could have the finished goods over there, or maybe we'll have the furniture below that. And then we can have some sort of storage for the most used crafting stuff in here, and that's probably going to be accessible from the inside. Simply for the ease of access, really. Let's actually build the up-down staircase over here already. Not sure if it's going to be wise to try to use the chestnut again. It might work. Okay, it did work. Right, and did we... we did start mining that, so we can probably mine the up-downs there over here as well. I'm gonna keep the storages separate so that you do need to actually go outside to actually access them. At least in this particular fort. I still need to get the end wall for this particular build here, so let's get some... We'll use the high wood. We may want to get some more trees cut down though. Looks like we're running slightly low, considering how much we will be still using. At some point we might actually switch. Like this crafting hall will have the most generic stuff, but I think we'll place in, like, we'll do some fisherman's hut at some point, which will have the fisheries, and then we'll basically get all the raw fish under or in their storage. Oh, and some migrants have arrived. Where are they? Oh, right at the center. That's a weaver. Let's actually see how many we got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's some animals. 9, 10. Okay, that is a big one. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's just 10 extra people. Let's have a quick look at the dwarf harvest. Yeah, that's... Oh, there's actually 2 children in here. Alright then. They will help a little bit in some of the works, but not too much. Spread out some of these things so they can actually do various... No, I don't think you need to do hunting, but animal training is going to be handy. This early stage is still important for everyone to be able to do at least something. Do the wood burning, milling, pressing, maybe plant gathering, farming. Do the same. Maybe the milking as well, not that I have... Well, I suppose I could milk at least a goat. Could also do the butchering and tanning and leather work. Yep. Okay, you are pretty good at cheese making, but I don't think I need that in particular, so I'm going to give you the farming as well. And you're also good at shearing, so I'll give you some task over there. How are you? You're the weaver. Oh yeah, you are. Give you some task over here as well, and maybe processing. What are you? You are a lineman. Okay, yeah, we got quite a selection of not particularly useful people by the looks of it. You can do some carving and fish cleaning. And dissection. Right, so you were the carpenter, or woodcrafter, but you will be doing some carpeting as well, and that's probably going to be good enough. We do need a lot of carpeting, you know, rather than later. Ooh, you're actually a fisherman. So you don't necessarily need all of this. I could give that to you instead. And of course there is this animal trainer here that could probably do a lot of that as well. But actually the fisherman, I'm gonna not give you all of that. You could do some of the menial stuff and then do a lot of fishing. Right, I suppose that's good enough for the time being. Right, make that. Once we go into the game, they will actually have those set up. Right, so we did get the... Ooh, right. Let's get the hatch cover in here. We did get that. Why not those? Gonna give us a bit of stockpile room over here. Especially I want to get the, like, some rocks in here and some wood in here and stuff like that. Maybe we can get some of the gems in here so we can actually craft those into things. And we can then utilize that for something else. Right, so we got the tavern in here. At some point I do want to have like a proper meeting hall as well. Or just turn that tavern into a meeting hall, I suppose. Speaking of which, do we have... Okay, you're currently mining there. I wanted to get this as a stockpile for maybe the furniture at least. Actually, if we do that, then there's two other things that we could store in here. Let's get actually the leather and the cloth. I think those are better stored elsewhere, but do something that would not necessarily need it right away. I suppose I could get the weapons and armor in here. Stored under that. I actually wonder, how good is the miner? Talented. I don't remember what it means in actual numbers, but I suppose it's not the worst. Oh, right, that reminds me. Do we need to do the... Actually, some splints and crutches. And 2 wheelbarrows. One for the wood stockpile, one for the stone stockpile. It does mean that there's only going to be one person bringing stuff into the stockpile at a time, but it means that they can move a lot faster. Because for some reason, dragging around a boulder is very slow. I'm kind of expecting someone to fall into the water because of the waves, but... Lebzo, thanks for the follow. Okay, so we have dug... Oh, actually, I'm not sure if I needed this to be up-down, but that's alright. Oh, and we have gotten some seeds here. What? Oh, leek radish. Rhubarb. It's late summer right now. I suppose I could... Or... There... Ooh, prickleberries as well. You know what, we'll get prickleberries down there for autumn, and over here we can do the radish. Also, there might be something... If we set up a zone here, there's something like this. We can have this for gathering fruits and such, which means that we'll probably get a massive amount of food real quick once they actually start working on that. Right, so over here, I think... I have to have various stockpiles down here. What I'm thinking is, first of all, we need to have a gem stockpile, because we have a lot of gems. So we can start cutting those into things, or cutting them into more profitable gems. Then another thing is, of course, the stone and the wood. Cloth, leather. What else? I'm sure that there are things that I'm forgetting now, but that's at least the initial things that we'll need. Oh, bars as well. Although we might set up another... Well, I suppose we could store some of the bars, but yeah, I will probably set up another building for the smithing and such. Of course, we still haven't found any actual metals. Go over here and dig through as much as we want. I wonder, is that symmetrical? No, it isn't. Pretty sure that these, on the other hand, are. Yep. Okay. There was a small mistake there, but it's alright. That's alright. I want to get some floor down here, so let's actually build some floor. We need 21. We got a lot of chestnut logs, but I'm not entirely sure if they will be available throughout this. Some of them are. Some of them are not. Actually, a lot of them are not. Okay, how about we set up the wood stockpile here so they can actually get the wood in here. How wide is this? This is 9. If we have a wood stockpile there, we're going to have a stone stockpile over here. Maybe have a gem stockpile down here. We have a leather stockpile down there. Have cloth over here. What else do we need? I don't think we need coins or anything like that in here. Finished goods is something that we will actually need. We'll set up a initial stockpile for those in here. Now that we got that filled up, it's going to keep people rather busy for a little while. Oh, right, and did we set up a wheelbarrow there, and there's going to be a wheelbarrow for the stone already? Assuming that we built them. Yes, we have, good. That should be alright. Once we get the wood in there, I'll start using the wood and do the actual floor in here. Although, is there... Oh, there's actually quite a bit of wood in here. Also, we could probably do some cutting down on this side. There's the gems, there's some leather. Various finished goods. Oh, that reminds me. Let's get a bin or two and some barrels. I reckon we got one barrel there right now, but that's not going to be enough. Also, we might want to brew something. Is this... That is now empty. Right, I suppose I could make this into a dining room. And make this into a meeting hall. And then I can get rid of the wagon. But that's at least going to help moving the people indoors. So they won't be complaining about the weather and all that. Because it is raining. Got a few gems there, but not a lot. And we've struck more gems. Okay. Not exactly new gems, but that's alright. Okay, so we have gotten a few granites there. We have started getting some of the wood in. Oh, and autumn has come. Now, I'm pretty sure that since there's no dwarves on this continent yet, we won't be getting any dwarven merchants, but that's alright. Get those eventually. But that does mean that once we do our dwarven fortress on this continent, then there's going to be human merchants rather early as well. Presumably. So far things seem fairly good. Okay, let's start doing some of the floor over here again. I don't want to do too much because they might be trying to... Well, actually no, as long as we don't use the chestnut, I suppose we'll be fine. Alright, so let's complete this floor here. A pair of wood is probably fine. Oh wow, yeah, we did get quite a bit of logs there, that's good. We've got some gems at the trade depot there. Right, so we may want to figure out what workshops we want on the first floor, because those are probably going to be the ones that I'll be using the most. We actually... Oh, we're just waiting for the logs to be brought in. I want to get the floor down first before I start building anything on that, so I don't get annoyed by the ground floors afterwards. Stockpile is slowly filling up. Got double door there, actually. Speaking of doors. Yeah, floor on the doorway, so we can actually build that. I think we probably get the jeweler workshop over here. It's not going to be the closest one. There's some sandstone downstairs, so we might as well use the sandstone to build these. Just so that we can empty the warehouse a tiny bit. Or the, not the warehouse, stockpiles a little bit. What seeds do we have here now? Hazelnuts. Oh, right, well there's not technically not seeds, but can be used for cooking, and they can be eaten. Also, what are the people eating here? Bayberries. Muskmelon. Okay. Yeah, various little seeds going on. Yeah, we don't have a massive amount of drinks. Have we got? We got some more barrels, so let's brew a few more. I suppose I could set up some of the manager orders already to do the brewing automatically and get some barrels going automatically and all that. Oh, we got both of the bins that we made are now on the weapon stockpile. Alright then. Also, did we... Ooh. Sure, we'll grow the muskmelon wines here. And then during winter we'll get the whip wines growing there. That's pretty much the only ones that we can grow right now that we haven't already planted. Okay, nothing to catch in the southwestern swamps. No surprise there. You know what, let's make a farmer's workshop down here. Out of sandstone. Then on the central area we'll have crafting. Not in particular order, or we'll figure out the order later, but there's going to be the crafting, carpenting, mason, and I don't know. No, we'll figure out something, but those are going to be some of the... I mean, I suppose steel could do it. Alright then, so... we've got some barrels, we'll do some brewing, and I suppose we may need some barrels to replace a few more. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we'll be getting... Oh, okay, we got a little bit planned, so not all that much yet. So that we will be gathering a lot from that area that we designed, or designated rather. Oh, we got some puppies. Lovely. Also, we got a cavy boar. Oh. I have no idea if that needs to be in the pasture or not. Have a look, what sort of animals do we have? So these are the original ones up there. Then there's a cavy boar, baby alpaca, and then 2 stray puppies. Right, at this point I suppose we could start using a bit more of the wood to build the next bit of... Ooh, right, we've got a lot of granite. And a lot of cherry wood now. Start using some of that. A few leathers over there. I suppose I could get some... well, beds at some point, but not right now. Let's get some bins first. Oh, more migrants. Okay, well this boar is going to be growing quickly then. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it's 9. Yeah, 9 people again. Alright then. Sure. I mean, I suppose that does mean that we can construct buildings a lot quicker with a lot of extra hands. At the same time, the bedrooms are going to get a little bit crowded here, so we might want to figure out a bigger dormitories at some place or another. Anyway, let's continue with the floors here. Also, people sleeping at the meeting hall is probably not the best idea. They might get a bit loud at some point. Now that we've got that, let's complete the floor over here. 42. Total. I suppose we could use the almond... Well, no, we'll use the cherry wood because that's something that we got enormous amounts. Means that we probably... Yeah, that's probably where they are. Quite a few of them anyway. Okay, so it's... Yeah, everyone's just going for the cherry... Oh, actually they're going over there. Okay, so the cherry wood was closer at least over there. We're doing pretty good work though. Let's get some workshops over here as well. So mason probably works better down here. Make that out of sandstone. Right then, so the floors are coming along quite nicely, and there's just a conga line of people walking into the crafting hall. Actually, there's some plants there. See if we can't get anything, and let's get some buckets. Because we can use the buckets to milk the goat to make cheese. Should be pretty good food for the people. Okay, did we find anything here? No, not really, other than some gems. Let's do another digging over here. I mean, it's entirely possible that we'll need to go down a few more layers to find any metals. Oh, we had a second miner. Well, technically he's Potter, as long as he's not Harry. No, he's Gagu. Right, so what did we actually get from there? Hemp. Aha, can we actually plant that is the next question. We can. Okay then, we might want to start planting the hemp during winter. I'm pretty sure that there's no recreational use of hemp in this particular game yet. Who knows, maybe they'll add that later. So the bedrooms are rather occupied right now. Let's actually have a look. So we want to have a craftsman workshop down here. Actually, that's not a bad place for it. Another sandstone for that. Then carpenters. Because it could fit in there. Sandstone for that, and then yeah, still inside. And then I suppose, well, the fishery we're going to leave outside, just in case there's some fish parts that are left inside there that are rotting because our food storage is full or something like that. Rather leave that outside. Let's see. This boiler wouldn't be a terrible one to use, and again use sandstone, and then we have room for one more. This kitchen... It would fit in the corner there, so you know what, we'll make one of those. That's going to keep quite a few people busy for a little while. So we got some barrels there. How much? We don't have a lot of drinks, do we? So let's do some brewing. Probably going to give us some... Oh! Oh! Okay, we don't have unroasted... Okay. So we won't be brewing anything then. Sad fate. What can you do? Oh, did we already dug out that tunnel then? Alright then, and we found nothing. Do another one over here. Keep the miners somewhat occupied for a little while. Hopefully we can find something metallic or metallic in there, because that would help a lot. Especially it would be iron. We'd be able to basically do anything that we would need. Be that weapons or armor or more anvils. Because you need an anvil to make an anvil. At least in this game. Ooh, okay, so we got some seeds over here of various kinds. Hey, various seeds. Pretty sure that I can't plant those. Not here, anyway. Maybe on a different biome or something, but... Right, so we've got all of the crafting stations there, so we can probably get rid of... Actually, yeah. Get rid of these two. Maybe even get rid of this little... Once we... Well, yeah, like, we can probably get rid of that now. There's been some barrels left in there, I suppose, maybe? Well, someone's there with a cup, so I'm assuming that it's a... Someone's drinking there. Oh yeah, there was 2 barrels in there. What? Okay. Fair enough. Right, I suppose to get some more plants that we can brew, we might want to gather up the plants from this area, for example. Not sure if there's going to be anything useful. But I suppose we'll find out. Right, I suppose what I could do now is set up a... Well, first of all, we still need to get some roof on top of the... or several layers on top of the crafting hole, but at the same time, it's not really a priority thing. So how about we build another wall down here? Let's say we have a... Oh, maple wood is probably going to be a bit inaccessible. Use the cherry wood again. A bit far away, of course, but not too much. Let's see, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so... Well, we're going to keep it fairly small. Just going to have 10 beds also. That'll be 5. The cherry wood again. Then if we have the doorway there, that'll be 1, 2, 3. Then line those up. There we go. So that's going to give us a small place to put some beds in. Of course, that is going to require floor after we got the walls around it, but that's alright. And that's again going to break some of the waves coming in, so we should leave the kind of a pathway going through here a bit cleaner. Let's put down the wall here, so what should we be using? Use the almond wood for the time being, just so that we can kind of cover most of the area here, or at least a little bit from the waves coming in, so we could technically then start using those woods. Possibly. Needs to be seen, of course. At the same time, right, let's actually get another wheelbarrow. Actually, let's get 2 wheelbarrows. Have 2 people bring in stone and wood. Oh, the alpaca is hungry. You probably need to be here. Or is it actually? Yeah, I think it's alpaca. Also, the cow calf needs to be straight Eve. Okay, that should do it. But hold on a minute. We've got 26 people and we've got 4 children. Okay. I mean, I suppose that means that there's a lot of couples around here. Which is not always a bad thing. Just whenever one of the people turns out to be an asshole, then, you know, gonna be a lot of collateral damage. Some high wood over there. What are your trees around here that we could cut down at the same time? I don't want to cut too many trees down. If I don't have to. Although, I don't know, that does sound a bit like an elf talking, so probably be a bit careful with that. Right, actually, now that we've got the corner of those two walls, we should probably be able to start working on the floors themselves. Because we can quickly complete that. Then do the floor over here. I'd be tempted to use a chestnut wood, but at the same time I know that's a mistake. Sandpear wood instead. And then something over there. I suppose for that we can use the maple logs. Right, did we get the wheelbarrows? I don't know if we did. No, actually we did. Raise that to 2. And that to 2. And then start using some rock blocks, or constructing rock blocks. I think we'll go with 10 rounds first, and then we'll start doing some other stuff. I canceled quite a few things, as well as the wall there, but because one of those logs was going to be used for something else, I believe. Or that particular log that is sitting there. Okay, so you can probably be constructed now. Now that wall can also be completed. Good. Slowly but surely, this whole little settlement is growing. Ramp over here. Suppose we can use the maple now. And we do actually have the door already, so that's actually rather handy. And now, get some barrels, and then get some beds as well. That'll be 5 beds. Then we're gonna remove the beds in the dining hall. Oh no, someone's unhappy already. I think it's the kid. Let's have a look. What's the problem? Great deal of stress. Oh, hold on a minute. You're 4 years old. Okay. Caught in the rain. That's your biggest worry there. Okay. Well then, I don't think we can really stop the rain though. But big craftsman, how about we do some wooden crafts and then the cups? Maybe even get some arrows. Let's get some plant processing going again. That might give us a few more seed plants eventually. Also, do we have some plants that we could actually turn into... There's oats, barley, leeks, radish, rhubarb, berries. Okay, so there is certainly some plants that we could turn into drinks. I'm pretty sure that we got some barrels there, so we'll get that one going. Oh, right. So we got... Actually, no, we don't have the cloth yet because we don't have the loom. So how about we build a up-down staircase down here? I think someone's going to start working on that rather soon. There we go. Some floor down here. Start with those. Hopefully it doesn't cancel them. Because all the waves or anything like that. Right, and now that we've got this, we can also start building the small house over here, or the sleeping hut, I suppose we could name it. It's the almond wood. I know that it's not particularly close, but I think that's going to be a safer option. Oh, hold on a minute. What's... Heavy bore also needs to be at the grazing area, I suppose. Because that one is tired and hungry. And you there. And so now we are getting the roof there. I suppose we can start... Oh, I don't actually have the beds yet. Oh, right, because I started with the barrels. That makes sense. Oh, and let's actually milk an animal. Assuming that we have... Well, we do have the... Oh, but the cow is not of age yet, but we do have the yak cow and the goat. We'll get one or the other. Hopefully someone's going to do that soon. Oh yeah, they're milking the yak cow. And now we have at least one bed that we can place there. Not a lot of... Ooh. Taken by food. Carpenter withdrawal from society. Are you gonna... Okay. Let's see what you're gonna do. Getting a lot of wood there, I believe. Oh, now I think you are missing something. You got 3 sorts of logs there. So... Finding bars of metal. Oh no. Oh no. We don't have any metal yet. We haven't found any... Oh crap. Okay, I'm just gonna dig down. Hope that we hit something. And then on each layer we can do a quick exploration digging. Okay, so there's diorite over here. If I remember correctly, diorite is also a layer that is often filled with metals, but not always. With wine, I believe that is not... That's just green rock, if I remember correctly, but... Let's see. We can probably do something like this. It's going to be doing that same digging on each and every layer. Hopefully we can find some iron there, and actually, in preparation, let's do some... a wood furnace down here. Some sandstone and a smelter down here. We'll move them eventually out of there, but we need to find some metals, otherwise we're going to lose our carpenter. Of course it's going to take a while, but I'd rather not lose it. Oh! Kia has... Oh no! Well, there goes some wooden arrows. I suppose that's not the worst fate to be had. Cobaltite. Oh, right, but cobaltite was just blue stone, essentially, in this game. We don't have the battery technology yet, so can't use it for that. We found it on at least 2 layers there. That's, well, actually, technically, that's not even metal yet. So, no metals found yet. That is concerning. Actually, I wonder what sort of blocks. A lot of granite blocks, some sandstone blocks. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Some beds down here in the meanwhile. Oh no, we only managed to get 1 bed out. Okay. Let us get rid of one of those beds and move them one by one into the new hut. Oh, there's someone now carrying... Okay. Now I believe we can send it down there. We found more cobaltite. no other metals. That is very concerning. Also the fact that there's so many places to mine that are technically part of the same area because they were designated at the same time. They are prioritizing all of them at the same time. Just going through a couple of blocks and then running to other layer and so forth. This is a bit less than optimal. Not gonna lie. So where are we currently? We're in late autumn. Luckily, well, I mean, actually, there's no goblins on this continent yet. Of course, there's nothing of them yet, but that's understandable, I guess. They actually... No, they didn't even dig that one all the way through. Well, let me just dig down. If we can hit the caverns, we might be able to find some metals there. Now, I did set up the cavern layers to be fairly deep, to be fair. There's not guarantees since we only have a fairly small drilling hole here, essentially, that we're using. Hitting the cavern layers might not be all that easy. Eventually, I'm sure that we will find them, or at least the first layer. But it may take some time. Right, so... Ooh! We actually have a hunter... Oh, no. We have a hunter, but we have no butcher's workshop. Let's put it right here in the middle. Also, we probably need a tanner shop. If we have a hunter, then that means that we probably need arrows and bolts. Not sure which one the hunter is using. Inventory, you have iron crossbow, so you need bolts. Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Oh, you killed a giant slug. Yummy. Okay, let's get another bed and move it to the hut. How's the mining operations here? Oh, that's something new. Or a lucite. I'm pretty sure that that is not a metal, though. Another stone. Pyrolusite. Nope, it's not an economic stone. Or rather, it can't be melted into metals. So we might want to get some more wooden bolts. Just to allow the hunter to do his job a little bit better. And did we get some... No, we got some shells over there, so we could maybe do some shell crafts, actually. Well, and it is certainly getting winter because the trees are shedding their leaves. Now the question is, will the ocean freeze? Most likely not, but I suppose we'll find out. We are mining there. Hello Ansung, how's it going? Oh, we found some gems, but no metal. I don't know, I don't like this feeling. Losing people this early is not going to be good. We've got someone that has a strange mood. They want to make an artifact, but they need metal for what they have planned. And of course we have no metal at all yet. We haven't done a lot of mining in all fairness. So we are in a bit of a pickle here. Wait, why are you returning the kill to the meeting hall? Just drop it there, or did you actually take it somewhere else? No, you're still carrying it. Wait, are you... Hold on, who was it? It was... one of these. What is the spinner? Let's have a look. So is the... Oh, it's... Mangled corpse is over there, okay. Oh, right, let's get another bed in here. While we can. Let's have a quick look over here. Still nothing really important has been found. Or nothing important for the time being. I certainly made a mistake on planning into too many things at once. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of some of these designations here because I'm pretty sure that we won't be finding anything there. It'd be better to just get downstairs. Cavern layer is the easiest way to figure out most of the largest area. Right, so let's get down from here. There we go. Now get mining on the staircases there, please. Ooh! Well, look at that. We actually found something that we can use. So let's set also mining ores. There we go. Now we just need to wait that we get some metal or ore there. Good. Now let's get a couple charcoals. Probably should have done that before. But that is actually... let's have a look. I don't remember what exactly it is. It's copper and some potential for silver. That's good. That means that we can do both armor and weapons here. Right, someone's making charcoal at least. As soon as we get one, we'll start doing the smelting. It'll take some time to get the ore in here, but that should be enough to get the artifact going. There we go. That was a bit lucky accident there. To get some extra charcoal in. Is someone... No one's doing the smelting yet. Ooh, actually, let's have a look. Do we have anyone that is assigned to it? Could be doing furnace operating. There's only one person. They're busy doing their charcoal. Someone that is not busy. Because you're not busy. Probably not busy either. I suppose I could give you the nations, all that. Commit that. Always. Oh, right, more gems here. That's actually quite a nice vein of copper here. Also, right. Right, is that fertilized? Good. Well, at least we should be getting the copper, and since we have the anvil already, we can then start producing some weapons and such. Among other things. Now, of course, copper is not particularly good metal to use. It's better than nothing. But I mean, if we are lucky, we might find something that has 10, and then we can make bronze. And that would be good. Okay, here's the ore coming in. Very slowly. Also, is that a second... Oh yeah, that's a second giant slug that you killed. Also got some giant cardinals, giant monarch butterfly, and giant flies. This is some weird continent. Okay, as soon as you get done with the melting, I presume that the Carpenter is gonna beamline to the smeltery. Yep. And should start working on it. There we go. Huzzah. I'm actually a bit curious what he's going to be building. Are you... Oh, you're going for a drink now. From the water? No? Gonna go for the... Oh, right, are we... Ah, we don't have any drinks right now. Alright then, we could probably fix that. But repeat on that until we run out of barrels. Right then. We're still digging down here. Okay, yeah, that's still quite extensive vein there. I wonder, does it continue upwards or downwards here? Because they usually do, one way or another. But that is gonna last for a while. Let's actually melt more copper. Although I think we may actually still have several... Yeah, we got 3 bars there still. That should be alright, I suppose. We can actually start cutting some gems here. Though I'm not entirely... Ooh, we only have 1 bin for the gems. That's going to be a problem. And the Carpenter's workshop is currently served by the players and... Oh! Okay, it's a Highwood armor stand. Let's have a look. 7,200, that's not terrible. It's not great either. Highwood armor stand, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of highwood, chestnut, and copper. Its opposite adorned with hanging rings of cherrywood. Okay, not particularly special. I suppose it is better than nothing. Oh, and... Wait a minute, are you seriously upset right now? Why? Drinking nasty water, ah. I suppose that would do it. Well, that's one of the reasons why she's unhappy. Okay, so, let's get a temporary forge down here. Not gonna build it out of copper or charcoal. I'm gonna use just the regular sandstone. Although I suppose copper forge might look shiny. There's someone is getting that. Oh, actually, I have an idea. We can get another wheelbarrow. And of course, we still need some beds here, so we'll get working on that. Once we have the wheelbarrow, we'll set up a small temporary stockpile here for ores. And then we're going to have someone run around with a wheelbarrow to bring them in. Right, well, at least we managed to cut 1 gem before the logic in this game interfere, which is basically what it does is if there's something... Or some task is reserving the bin, then no other task can actually access it right now, or during that time. Which can sometimes be very annoying. Now, we're not actually... Oh, potatoes, sure. Some winter potatoes, what could possibly go wrong? And it doesn't look like she is actually going to freeze. That's the word. I was a bit lost there. Treen. I believe that is another gem. Yep. Because over there wasn't But below it doesn't continue. Not at least at the same point. It might continue somewhere else, but not on that portion. That was still quite a bit of copper there. So let's get a stone stockpile here. I think 12 will be enough. Actually, but before we get too much ahead of ourselves, let's forbid those and those and those, so it's only metallic ores. And then let's make some copper breastplate. I believe that takes 3 bars of copper, but we got 7 right now. That's not too bad. Get some more charcoal actually. And then after that we could probably get some copper... yeah, copper helm. We'll surely start arming our people. I mean, we can maybe get a squad with some weapons. Not really a town guard yet, but I suppose you could call it a village guard. Because the miners are no longer busy. Let's go to the layer that we found the copper in. Sayo! Thanks for the host. How was your raid? How was your stream, man? How are you, man? I haven't actually seen your streams in a little bit. I mean, I know that you have been streaming, but yeah, how you doing? Actually, I suppose I could mine out some of the gems here. And I wanted to get a hotkey down here so we can actually zoom and look at this. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the raid. I'm doing pretty good. I decided to start a new world in Dwarf Fortress today, so we've got a bit different things going on. I got some plans for this. We're gonna have playing humans, dwarves, and goblins. So there's gonna be some nice combat between them, hopefully at some point. Right, I believe we can now safely melt a little bit of that again. Now that we're actually getting the copper ore a little bit closer. Now, we do have a lot of population in here, but we do not have personal bedrooms or anything like that yet. Probably something that we should fix sooner rather than later. Although I suppose we could now get rid of more of the beds there. Basically have a small sleeping hut over here. Then we've got our crafting hall over there. Got a couple of offices there for some nobles, and then we got a meeting hall with some tables, drinking and eating. Speaking of drinking, we only got 12 drinks. Are we still doing? We are still doing the brewing though, so that's alright. Actually, we could probably get more barrels so we can keep that going for a little bit longer. Did we actually get the... oh right, it's probably down here, isn't it? Yes, we got a copper breastplate and a copper helm. Right. I think we might want to start figuring out where to place some more buildings. Of course, we got plenty of room in this map. Another layer over there. Then the edge of the water goes around here all the way. It's basically a bay that we are in right now. Okay, so we've got some Kias over here again. I believe those are the ones that might be thieving a little bit. Let's make sure to start building the floor up on top so they can't get to the forages quite as easily. Now, I suppose chestnut logs will be good enough for the time being. Oh, and that. Oh yeah, someone's left their cup here. I suppose since... oh, right. Well, once we get the floor there, we can get the loom and the clothes workshop, so we can actually start getting some bags for our seeds. We started to fill our stockpile quite a bit, although that's not a massive stockpile either. At some point, I think I'm gonna make a like a grain silo or something that is going to have a bit of a circular building that has multiple layers, and each layer is going to be a separate stockpile of food. Okay, so we are certainly getting the copper there. How much do we... Ooh, we actually managed to get some silver as well. Okay, so if we go for more copper armor, I suppose leggings would be alright. Gauntlets and some high boots. And a shield. We might not have enough copper for that though, so let's melt a bit more. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to need more charcoal. Let's get that going. Currently midwinter. I don't know, we might end the stream once we hit spring again, so we'll have another year next week. And then another year after that, and then after that we'll switch to the Dwarves. To their fortress on this continent, or their coastal city on this continent. The basic idea is that I'll do the coastal cities first, and then... Oh, need to refine coal. Right, yeah, we may have been out of charcoal, I suppose. Why did you cancel? You cancelled the gauntlets and high boots. You are getting the shield forged, at least. Alright then. Oh, and let's get the beds installed here. While we're at it. So the stockpiles over there, there's still... two people bringing the logs down there. I can't build a city on the sea and call it Dwarf Atlantis. True, I mean... yeah, you can't select a fort or set a fort on the actual ocean tiles on the world map. But you can technically build on the water itself. I mean, basically you'll need to have a massive amount of pumps that are powered by, I don't know, windmills or something like that. And then you can pump out the water fast enough so that you can go in there and build stuff in the water itself. And then if you want to have it be underwater, then you can just stop the pumps, although that mostly works on one water layer at a time, so that's actually not necessarily as helpful. But yeah, you can technically build in the water, it's just very time consuming. It might crash your game quite a few times because the water pumps and all the water moving does slow down quite significantly. Getting some trees felled. Oh, okay, one of the people is very unhappy. I think we may actually have several unhappy people here, so we might want to start considering perhaps some personal houses or something like that. Or personal bedrooms, anyway. That might make them a little bit happier. Okay, so if we want to build some bedrooms, let's think about this. And then they will never be sad again. I mean, if we had a necromancer here, then technically we could do a bit of a sacrifice, kill them, and then get them back, or kind of have them as thralls, and they will never be sad or anything like that. But yeah, we don't have a necromancer here is the problem. My dwarves are usually so young that they don't have time to actually develop. They can appear at a later date, of course, but right now, not so much. Yeah, technically. No, but Crook Smash has brilliant videos about how his fort is basically just made out of undead at this point, because he was having a lot of problems with unhappy people. So he decided to solve it one way or another. Let's think, how much room do I need? If I want to have... But can we Oh, right, the edge is all the way there. Okay, that's not gonna be a problem for this building. Just makes a building that we can fit in, like, I don't know, 20 small bedrooms, like 2x2 bedrooms, which honestly is not gonna make people happy, but it's better than nothing, so let's see. The dungeon. Technically. Let's see, so that would be one room, then... So second room's wall, third room's wall. So that third room's wall, that's going to be easy as you count from there onwards. So let's get that wall going, and then fourth room's wall, fifth room, and then the outer wall. Set that wall first, and then we can kind of see it a little bit easier while the water is not pouring in all the time. Okay, that's good. Then over here, I think we're gonna have two wide corridor indoors. So first of all, that would be the wall. Then we're gonna have a double door on either end, I suppose. Then another wall. Then continue the wall over here. There seems to be a lot of high wood nearby. It's fine by me. Actually, oh no. We're out of high wood over here. Suppose we'll just use the hazelwood then. I mean, there is still high wood somewhere in the map, of course, but it's not as close anymore. There we go. That's going to be the outer edges there. And actually, let's get some doors going on. Actually, we're going to need a lot of doors. So I'm just going to make 10 doors to start. Oh. Did not mean to designate what materials they can use or not. Actually, so is there going to be a... No, I don't think there is. I was thinking, is there going to be a central location here? But no, I think it's dividable by 2 right now. So, what we can do instead is we can have upstairs on either end, right after the door. So people going upstairs to the upstairs apartments or bedrooms don't need to use or go all the way through the corridor. That's actually not a terrible idea. Get a bit of floor at the middle here. And then, well, we'll let that go. After that is completed, we'll set up the inner walls, and we can then start doing the second floor so we can actually get some beds in here. That should be alright. Right, so do we have charcoal in here? We do have 4. We didn't get the upper... At least the gauntlets and high boots. Something that we didn't get. Oh, wait a minute. Are you drinking there, or are you just... No, you're just standing there. Okay. As you do. Hold on, so what are you doing? Just... Okay, you were just standing there as well, I guess. Alright then. I suppose it's not something, or it's something that you can do. Not forbidden is what I meant to say. We got a lot of granite and some diorite. We got some... Well, we'll use the chestnut wood right now. Technically we could make copper floors here, but I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't want to be in a room with a cup of law, especially if there's a dragon outside. Of course, we haven't seen any dragons here yet, but I know that there are dragons in this world. Okay, so we'll get the room floors done first, then we'll get the inner walls and then the doorways. So, we could probably get the doors of the actual building going. Slowly but surely. At least since we have so many build projects going on in here, no one's left to just stand around too long. And sometimes cause unhappiness. On the other hand, we got a child that is unhappy, then we got this carpenter that is unhappy, and then one of those... Okay. Okay, yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of problems in this fort. That's just how it's gonna be. Right, let's get the walls going. I have a bit of problem where the logs that we want to use are supposed to be rather far away. Well, not massively far away, I suppose, but oh, there's the high woods again. List. Right, then there's still a few walls over here that do need to be done. The question is... Yeah, I have an idea. One will... Having an earth to get just rocks closer. I mean, we're technically using wood, but... I get what you mean. So we'll have that on this side. This will be on the other side. So it's at least technically symmetrical. Right, and then we still need to get the floors in between. That's going to take a few moments. Sorry about that. But it's something that kind of needs to be done now. Before I have an angry mob on my hands. Just trust me, it can happen. Hence why we are getting some personal bedrooms going on. There we go. So that's all the floors there. Of course, then we're going to have to do the second floor. To actually be able to put in the beds in there. Speaking of beds, let's start getting some of them. Those 5 will be good enough as a start. I believe we may have gotten the door on that. Oh, there's already a building. Okay, so there was a door. Or rather, is a door there. Alright then, so what? Actually, right, that's the pasture area. I suppose I don't really want to interfere with that too much, but we could easily cut down some trees here. I suspect that... Actually, no, they're not in the way. Not yet, anyway. Ooh, Masterpiece Highwood door. Oh, right, that's probably the person that crafted the armor stand. Reminds me, it's still in the stockpile there. Ooh. Oh, crap. I just realized something. We may have had the... Okay, we don't actually have anything in the bucket. Or any milk in the bucket anymore. That must have rotting away. I mean, I suppose that did happen like several months ago. Does make sense. Let's get a loom here. Actually, no, we're gonna have to get the wall first. But then we can get a loom in there, and we can start making some thread. But do we have... Okay, so we don't have potato seeds anymore. We've got barley seeds. Go for... Actually, I think you don't have anything on there, so barley seeds will have to do. Do you have anything on summer? Rhubars. You got muskmelon and whip wines. Okay, and then you got leeks. Suppose we don't need to have leeks on 2 places, so you can have some road breeds during summer. Or I could just get some more Farm Plus. That's also an option. Placing some of the doors here. And I suppose we're going to have up downstairs to over here, don't we? Now, is there... Okay, birch logs are the closest one, and those are not particularly close either. Alright, the Carpenter is probably cutting, or not cutting down the woods, but doing a lot of the crafting right now. It will take some time before we cut down those trees. Get some resources closer. Alright then. Another thing that I could do, at some point start making the piers down here. Although the piers are going to be a bit of a problem to get done the way I need them to be done. Or I don't actually need them to, like, I'd like to have like a physical pillars going into the water, but at the same time that would involve having pumps, since we've seen that the water does not freeze during winter here. So that kind of throws a wrench in our plans here. We've got that there. We can start getting some of the floors over the rooms here. Now we're getting some wood over here now, so that's good. Right, so with this, let's use the maple blocks. Yeah, with that we can get 6 individual bedrooms here. Because everyone seems to be getting very unhappy right now. Or it's just a... Well, actually no, that's the kid. That's the Carpenter. I don't think we actually have any more people that are... No, we do. I saw some people there. Okay, let's take a look real quick. So... Oh, it seems to be like the middle group that arrived here is very unhappy. Are you... Actually, no, you're not unhappy. A lot of these are unhappy. Yeah, the lack of a proper room is very hurting for a lot of the people. More beds over there, actually. Which we got a lot in there. Are we still doing the... No, we're not doing the brewing. We are rather low on brewing though, so... You know what? I have to set up one of our first orders here. Fruit drank from fruit. Go for 5. Add in a condition. And is that actually frequency checked monthly? Probably good enough. Then item condition, item type, drink. Number... We go for if we are under 10. And then, of course, we need to change the inequality. So if we have less than 10 drinks, we'll do this. That should be alright. Now I just need the validation from the expedition leader, or manager technically speaking, but that happens to be the same person right now. We get... Oh right, yeah, we can start getting some of the beds here. There we go, so that should get a little bit started there. What are you doing? You're picking up equipment. Oh, right, yeah, it was your great axe or something that... No, it's your great axe, is it? What are you carrying then? You got... Oh, right, you're the hunter, aren't you? Cheesemaker is the hunter. Actually, do we have charcoal over here? We got 2, we got a lot of copper. So how about we make some copper bolts? That should make the hunting a little bit easier. Currently about 2 weeks away from spring. Right, let's make these bedrooms into things, and we're gonna have to figure out who will allow to be sleeping in those. I mean, I suppose... Hold on, did that? No, that hasn't been assigned yet. Okay, so let's see. Who was the... Woman is one of the people that is very upset. Let's give them a bedroom. Woman, there we go. Oh, and you do actually have a partner already. And who's the other? Usu. And then there's technically the child, but that's probably if we just give any married couple that. So, hold on. That was Usu, so that would be the Carpenter. I suppose it... Let's have a look. So, who is the kid that is unhappy? Who are your parents? They should give you a whooping. Status, relations... Oh! Right, so you technically... Oh, you have a brother as well. The Carpenter is your mother. Because technically you now will have a room to sleep in. Well, let's give the expedition leader a bedroom and Maester a bedroom. They do important work. More of these, so we can actually get a few more bedrooms going. Did we get any more beds? We did. One over there. Also, have we got on... Have shells over here. We've got 2 shells over there. So we can make some shell craft, I suppose. Now with the proper bedrooms, people should be happy. I suppose I'll leave that... You know what? Give the potter a room. And then we can make that into a bedroom and assign that... Well, actually, we'll leave this open. Whoever wants the bedroom can take it. Right, did we get... We didn't build the loom yet, but let's do that now before we forget. Using sandstone for these. As well continue with that. Did we get the doors? No, we didn't get more doors. We're gonna need another 3. And then probably some bed... some beds over there. That should help a little bit. You're still hauling in the logs down there. Right, did we get... Oh, we are getting the thread now. Let's make sure that we get a clothier's work. Well, actually, we're going to have to get some of that wool first. So that we don't need to worry about that later. With the maple logs, I suppose. Oh, Masterpiece maple door. Impressive. That is the person that made the artifact that they get legendary skill immediately. I suppose that shouldn't really surprise me. It's still impressive. Okay, so we can get another bed here. We got a few beds. I'm missing one though. I believe one of them is being carried there. Okay, good. We now can set the last bed. And then set down some doors. Right, let's make that into a bedroom. That into a bedroom. That we need to wait for a little bit. I did make this into a bedroom, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Two of the couples have bedrooms. Actually have a quick tour through here to see how many. Okay, so you have a husband. You're the carpenter. Have a husband. So both of the carpenters have husbands. Okay. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Slightly surprised though. Well, the weaver is married to a woodcrafter, okay. And then the fisherman and the lye maker are married. But there's... oh! Right, it's the spinner that has 2 kids, but no husband. I'm not entirely sure if... no, okay, so you don't have a wife, is the thing. And the maester is a lover to the fish cleaner. Expedition leader had a lot of friends there, and then there's... yeah, quite a few kids in here. Slightly interested that there's no mother for those, 2 of those. Actually, let's get some more charcoal in the meanwhile. Right, so did we get the clothier's workshop here? From sandstone once again. We do have some cloth there, so we can get some of the bags constructed as soon as we have that one ready. Actually, have a look. What cloth do we have in there? Rope reed, hemp cloth, and hemp cloth. I have no idea. It's probably going to be just cloth, isn't it? Let's see. If we build 2, if it works, then yes. If it doesn't, then no. Well, let's make sure that we process some more plants in the meanwhile. So, yeah. Oh, you brought in the rope reed cloth, so I'm not entirely sure. I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Okay, so we got some drinks. We got... okay, we got quite a little drink still. We might get more soon enough. Oh, you are now making a hemp bag. Good. And once we get that bag actually sorted out into the food storage, it's going to give us a bit extra room there, and then we're going to start filling that up with some more items. There we go. Now there's more room. Oh, also, why is... oh, large roaches down here have been killed, and a lizard. Also, oh, we've gotten more... hold on, what leather are these? Giant slug leather. I have so many questions. Probably best left unanswered right now. A little bit more floor there, and actually let's get a leather workers workshop here. I suppose we're going to use the sandstone blocks because that apparently is what we've been using some of these. Actually, since we have the mason's workshop here, let's get a quern. We know a place for that already, and then get a... is there anything else? Well, I suppose we can just create the blocks again. Another 20 blocks, so we can utilize those in building, and we have arrived in spring. We'll probably be ending here. I'll quickly check if there's someone that I know that is still currently streaming. Once we actually get this save done. Here we go. But while I'm checking this, I will be back on Sunday with the Heart of Iron 3 stream. And then... oh, looks like Mitch is on. Why don't we go and raid Mitch? But yeah, I'll be back on Sunday, and on Monday we'll start a new Workers and Resources run. Oh, and thanks for the link there. Right, so... raid channel... there we go. And then of course next Thursday we'll continue with this. But thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.
Heads on swivel.
Is this impossible?